workers, Anganwadi workers in rural areas, providing them with the tools and knowledge they need to support new mothers in their communities. This has included training sessions on proper breastfeeding techniques, as well as educating workers on the benefit of breast milk and how to identify and address common breastfeeding challenges. As a Rotarian and lactation specialist, she has helped in establishing human milk bank initiatives which provide a safe and secure source of breast milk for premature and sick infants. She was been awarded with a list of awards and recognitions. I would like to mention that she was been awarded Awardee Rotary District Award as chairperson.
Different topic, but why I chose this topic, because I'm seeing many mothers postpartum depression, and we seek help from you all. So, have you seen this, man? So, what does it look like? Anybody? What that man is doing?
Feeding the child, nourishing the child.
Feeding, breastfeeding a child. Have you heard about it? Okay, so let me share you a real thing. It's in Pygmy tribe. We have heard about Pygmy tribe? African Pygmy tribe? The main breastfeed their babies. We don't say breastfeeding, we say chest feeding. Do you know why? We all know that, see, breastfeeding is something we don't talk about. In many communities, they don't talk about this breastfeeding. Okay, and here in I think a few years back, if you remember, your mother was asked to take the baby from a mall, from a reputed mall in Kolkata, and she had been asked that please don't feed the baby here, go to the washroom and feed your baby. And that's the reason Freedom to Feed had started by Neha Dubia. Right? So when we talk about breastfeeding, we know many communities, in India and abroad, that the mothers, they don't feed the baby, they don't talk about breastfeeding, they do weight nursing. Weight nursing means people come from outside and they feed the baby, like taking care of other things. Okay? So this Pygmy tribe, what they do, and we all know that Pygmy tribes, their main occupation is hunting, and women go for hunting. And the research proved that 47% of the time, the men take care of the baby. It's almost like 50%. And what about our society? When I go for rounds in hospital, most of the time I see that your father will be going out of the room. Okay, your mother is feeding, so what is my role? So I don't blame the father. Our society has been designed in that way. Mother-in-law, they say, okay, you can go out. And many places, women go and stay with their parents, sometimes for 6 months, sometimes for even 1 year. And father, they get very less exposure to the new mother and the new baby. And here what this Pygmy tribe, they do, when the mother go for hunting, this father put the baby onto the chest. And why? I will come later. So this, breastfeeding expectation versus reality, right? We think that, it's normal, it's natural. Why we have to talk about it, isn't it? So let me share you this thing. This is a rate. You see, not even 50%, right? And globally, if you see that 38% of the babies are not being breastfed, though it is normal and natural. So let me share you this story about my very favorite thing. This is the Nina and Thimbo. The baby's name is Thimbo. They are from the South Africa sanctuary. So what happened? This specialty of that sanctuary is they take care of the orphan animals. Okay. So this sanctuary.
It has 4 dimensions named the membership system, private collective self-esteem, public collective self-esteem, and importance to identity. World Health Organization, the mental health is defined just like that. We are all well aware about that. It included all physical, mental, social, and cultural elements. The relationship between the collective self-esteem and well-being, and to explore the relative importance of collective self-esteem and its construct in context to well-being. On the basis of previous studies in West world, these hypotheses were formed. On the basis of previous studies, the hypotheses were formed like that there would be positive relationship between collective self-esteem and well-being. As
I'm wishing that I'll be joining you soon there with Sir, Pildeep, Shahadeep. So I'll start with my topic. This is not a lecture session, definitely. I'm here to just make you people aware of the term consultation liaison psychiatry. You may take a seat. Okay. So the term liaison means communion, when a lot of people come together, they collaborate and they exchange ideas. In psychiatry, consultation, if someone is going through other medical conditions.
আপনার সেই ভিডিও
who are not so much. So there was an experiment, an animal model in which scary faces were shown to some people, and not so scary faces were shown to others. And the result came out that some people were exceptionally vulnerable to stress. Thereafter, animal models have shown us that there is a gene called sertraline transporter gene in our bodies, in which there are two forms. There is one form which makes an individual less vulnerable to stress in stressful situations, while the other form, in the same situations, this individual will have more stress response, more fight and flight response, and they will develop bodily responses which are very harmful. So we have genetic links. It is not only environment. We have genetic links without us consciously knowing. Frontal cortex is the one which thinks, which modulates and regulates that response. So what happens is, cortex is down regulating stress response, while amygdala is up regulating stress response, and somewhere in between is hippocampus, which is associated with memory, contextual memory of what happened and how it happened. To say in simple words, what meditation does is through cortex, through the frontal cortex. But why do we fear in a particular situation? It's because of amygdala, and we are suppressing amygdala response by thinking, by modulating that stress response, that it's okay, it is not so bad. We think sometimes, we counsel people who come to us, we counsel them that no, it's not so bad, it will get over, you don't need to feel so stressed. And that is what is going to cortex. Cortex is thinking and then is trying to down regulate, but it doesn't happen sometimes. You must have seen, no amount of counseling relieves some people. Why does that happen? Because the activity at cortex level is less, where amygdala response is too strong, too fast, and too causes
like APSC and UPSC. Her achievements include receiving the Best Paper Award at an international conference on community psychology in 2020 in Jaipur. She is also a sought-after speaker and resource person, frequently contributing to schools and IGNU regional training programs in Guwahati. Furthermore, Dr. Ganguly is affiliated with esteemed organizations like the Indian Academy of Health Psychology and the Community Psychology Associations of India. She is also an active member of PANEI, Psychologists Association of Northeast India. Her dedication to education and contributions to the field. Now I request ma'am to please grace us.
About mindfulness exercise and everything. So nowadays always we are in anxiety and depressions, and we needed a mindfulness exercise. So this is a new field which we are doing in all over India. It's a positive psychology, is a new branch of psychology where we can keep a person in a good mental health situations. Okay, so my work was in adolescent students, and I have done my work from a class 10 student of English medium school. So this is a positive psychology. I have written the introduction because it's a new branch.
As assistant professor and is also a PhD scholar from University of Calcutta. Mr. Khan has done his Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and Master's of Science in Applied Psychology from Calcutta University. In past, Mr. Khan has worked as a counseling psychologist at Ishwar Sankalp, India, and as a school counselor at Samaritan Health Mission. After that, Mr. Khan ventured into academics as guest lecturer in Department of Psychology at Bongo Bashi College and then assistant professor of psychology at ICFI University, Tripura. I would request sir to come in.
Thank you, Hira. Thank you everyone present here. And
at Department of Applied Psychology, University of Calcutta. She serves as the Deputy Coordinator of the MPhil in Clinical Psychology Program and is the Coordinator of the Service Program Unit, Adolescent Health Clinic and National Health Mission operated by the Department of Applied Psychology. Throughout her career, Dr. Datta has served as a paper setter, moderator, evaluator and head examiner for undergraduate and postgraduate.
People who are just sitting down, right? So, before starting, I feel that books work has been a very important work for me as an individual, and that anecdote is something that I want to share with all of you. So, it's mentioned that nothing is worth more than this day. You cannot relive yesterday. Tomorrow is still beyond your reach. So, the idea of presence, the idea of here and now is something that we as
Kolkata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. She did her MPhil in Applied Psychology and currently pursuing a PhD in Applied Clinical and Counseling Psychology. She is first class rank holder in her Master's and MPhil program. She worked in Tata Medicals and Diagnostic, Mumbai, and also as a research assistant and fieldwork supervisor in Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. She is currently working in School of Allied Healthcare and Sciences, JND University, Bangalore, as Assistant Professor of Psychology. She has certificate in dementia rehabilitation from Tasmania University and suicide prevention gatekeeper from QPR University Institute.